Hello, this is Dinah Lane from the Harwich Channel, and I'm here with John Losey of the Harwich Recreation Department. He's the new program specialist. I say new, he's actually been here a year. So, John, welcome
Thank you.
to our space here, and it's great to have you.
Thank you.
I'd love to talk to you about what's happening at the rec department right now.
Very good. So we've of course have our Hoops with Newt basketball programs going on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Mhm.
Um, that's a full program, but it'll open up again for the summer. Coming up in May, we'll have youth volleyball for grades 1 through 6 on Thursdays, in addition to T-ball on Saturdays as well as throughout the week. And then we'll also have some spring soccer, and then even looking ahead a little bit, we'll also have some soccer in the summer as well.
Okay, so how do people access these programs?
You
Just in case there are people who don't know, what do they do?
Yep, all of our registrations go through our website, which is harwichma.myrec.com.
Okay, good. So do they have to sign up as members in order to get on there? Or is that something that they can just go to and sign up for a class or a course or something for their kid?
You do have to create an account. The account creation is free,
Okay.
and then depending on the program, it may or may not have a cost associated with it.
Okay, and does the money go through the website?
Yes, yep, you can pay with a credit card, or you could always drop off a cash or check in person if you were looking to avoid the credit card fee.
Okay, good. So I understand you are also the person responsible for finding lifeguards and training them, and that's always a big thing in the summer in
Yep.
particular, of course. When does that process start, and how do people apply for something like that?
Yep, they can reach out to us. We have our contact information listed on our website. They could also fill out an application on there as well, and then just email it to us. Our starting pay rate is 18.28 all the way up to 19.86 per hour, and our beach is open on June 28th, and then we roll all the way through Labor Day.
And which beaches are you covering?
We have lifeguards at Red River Beach, Bank Street, Earl Road, Pleasant, as well as Long Pond.
Okay. Um, isn't there a sand pond?
Sand there we do have Sand Pond as well. That's a sticker parking only lot, but we do not have lifeguards.
There are no lifeguards there. Okay. So what does it entail to be able to be a lifeguard?
Certainly, having strong aquatic skills. I really feel most importantly is the maybe a due diligence or the discipline or the self-discipline required to focus on the water for a 7.5 hour shift, of course with some breaks in between, but just kind of having that personal ownership of that I am responsible for the safety of everybody at the beach and understanding that responsibility.
So attitude is a huge piece of it, of
Absolutely.
course, right, as well as strength and so forth. What about experience? Is it important to you that people have done this before, or can people come with having had no lifeguarding experience?
Well, as the person that trains the lifeguards themselves and of having coached high school football where I'm from in the Fort Lauderdale area for quite some time, we're very confident that even if you don't have any sort of aquatic experience, that we'll be able to train you and get you ready. Not just myself, but we have a great team with a lot of experienced supervisors.
With no aquatic experience, so people can just come because they're interested and they're strong.
Well, you do have to pass the American Red Cross swim test, which
Okay.
is 500 yards, because we are considered a waterfront environment.
Need to be a good swimmer.
Still need to be a good swimmer, absolutely.
Okay, so that would qualify as aquatic experience.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when does that process start, and what do people do in order to apply?
Like you just fill out an application for us online, or you can also register, just like you would for any other youth program. You could register for our new lifeguard certification class right there on our website.
Okay,
And the process is it has opened up, so people can sign up for that now. And then our new certification class is June 20th through the 23rd, so it's first weekend after school ends out here.
okay, and when do you start providing lifeguards on the beaches?
June 28th.
Okay, so it's pretty short training time, but you'll pack it in. Okay, great. Good. So what has been the most interesting to you of working here now? You've been here almost a year, as you said, and so what do you find the most challenging and interesting about this job?
Certainly the most interesting piece for me, just like when I was coaching football, was being able to see the development of our athletes over time. I guess before I started, they didn't have quite as many youth programs, so it's really been nice to see not even just the athletic skills, but smaller things like hand-eye coordination or just their overall condition. Like I used to have kids that couldn't make it a full lap around the field, and now that they can, so that's definitely rewarding to see that. The most challenging thing was probably just be kind of balancing all the different responsibilities. We do a lot in terms of managing the fields, kind of staying on top of with gym bookings, as well as all the programs and the beaches, and of course no recreation or no municipal recreation department is complete without talking about pickleball.
Yes, yes. So what is your interaction with pickleball, and how does that work?
We facilitate the registrations for both indoor and outdoor pickleball. Our indoor facility, that season's wrapping up. It'll come to an end in May. That's over at the 204 on Sisson Road. Then our outdoor season registration opens on May 1st. We don't really have a max for that, so not nearly as a rush for the registrations, quite like some of the other programs.
I see. Okay. So you don't have a top number that you can take. You can just take endless numbers of people playing. Okay, and they work around each other on the courts.
Yep, the what we call we're might be going with our rec reserved play is 8 to 12, 7 days a week.
Okay, and that means only people who have signed up are allowed to play
Correct.
during those hours.
Correct.
For all of the courts, or are there any courts that are public at all times?
Courts 6 and 8 are public courts at all times, and I know for people that may not be from the area, they may not have that information of which ones those are, but we do have court maps that we'll be installing for ahead of the new season.
Aren't there numbers on those courts?
There are numbers on those
But
courts,
they might not
but they're not the easiest to find.
Okay, all right. So they are mostly reserved except for those two courts, and anyone can play at any time on those two courts.
Yep, and one thing that's really unique about us here in Harwich, we're one of the only towns on Cape who has lights. So if 8 to 12 is the mostly in the rec reserved play. However, after that, you're welcome to play up until the park closes.
Okay, and what about people from other towns?
We do not accept non-residents for our rec reserve play in that 8 to 12 time slot.
Okay,
However, they're more than welcome to come and play at the courts anytime outside of those hours,
Okay.
or as well as at courts 6 and 8.
great. Good to know. Many people are interested in that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with the public before we end here?
Well, we're looking forward to another great summer season. Cape Cod is definitely really unique in that different kind of an atmosphere that changes not just the leaves, but the people and the traffic and everything that goes with it. We'll have lots of summer programs to come on our website. We'll be sending out an email blast for that as well. And kind of as I alluded to earlier, if to stay up to date on all of our information, just visit our website at harwichma.myrec.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much. This is Dinah Lane for the Harwich Channel. I was here with John Losey of the Harwich Recreation Department. Thank you so much.